Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ashley and today I'm going to be talking you through what I thought of the palettes that I used in January as well as the palettes that I'm going to be using in February. This is part of my A to Z palette challenge that I'm doing for the year. So let's jump into it. So as always, I will be using my Lorac Mega Pro 4. This is my unofficial Pan That palette for this year. So this got a ton of love this month, so that was really great. I took it traveling with me. I was gone for 2 weeks in the first part of January, and we have some progress going on here. Not a ton that's visible, to be honest, because I'm not focusing on one specific shade. I'm just using what is speaking to me in the moment. So I'm not going to go too much into depth of that because you will see it a lot, but this was my A palette. So this is Autumn's Reign by Sydney Grace. And you guys, I know you've seen it in a couple other videos and you're probably sick of hearing about it, but this is gold. This is gold. This is such a good palette. I have loved using this and I'm actually very sad to be putting it away because it is just such a good palette. The mattes blend beautifully. The shimmers are impactful and gorgeous. You can apply them with a finger or a brush. You don't have to wet them. They are absolutely A+ gold, holy grail status. I have to say it is just such a phenomenal palette, and I would actually love to get onto their website and actually order a couple more singles because this is just I'm so impressed. I am so impressed. The other palette that I had this month is Bling Boss. This is one of the Jaclyn Hill Vault palettes. And I really didn't reach for it very much. I'm quite surprised. I thought that I would because these are all, you know, really beautiful shades that I typically really enjoy, but I wasn't feeling terribly inspired by it, which is kind of odd. Maybe it's just because Autumn's Reign stole the show to such a degree and I was traveling for half of the month and I had a sick baby for the third week. So I was out from work those days, so I really wasn't wearing much in the way of makeup, but not a lot to say about this guy right here. But let's talk about February. I was trying very hard to do a Shop My Stash video. I know that I had asked that last month if that's what you guys would like to see or kind of where your thoughts were, and I did get positive feedback for the Shop My Stash, and I am going to do it. I just could not get the filming right for it. I've never done that and my setup's kind of wonky in this room, so I apologize that I don't have it for February, but I have every intention of making it happen for March. So much like last month, I'm just going to walk you through the two palettes that I chose to go alongside of my Mega 4 Pro. And the first one for C is my Clover palette. This was released last year by Too Faced. It is super fun and I haven't used it enough. So I knew that I really wanted to use this for the letter C. It's got a lot of real pops of color, but then it's also got a lot of really staple colors as well that I can easily wear to work without, you know, stepping too far out of the lines for my boss's liking. But I really kind of struggled with what I wanted to pair with it for the letter D. I don't really have a lot of palettes that start with D, interestingly enough, and my first thought had been one of my favorites actually. This is by Morphe. This is the Dope Taupe. But I just wasn't feeling terribly inspired by it, especially next to all of the fun pops of color that you get. I just wasn't seeing it. So I had to kind of go back to the drawing board and try to see, you know, what else was in there. And the only other thing that I really saw that, is this the right one? Yeah. That would be a letter D and that might kind of go with it is actually one of the other Vault palettes from Morphe and Jaclyn Hill. This is the only other one that I own. I don't have all four. But this is the Dark Magic palette. And I feel like this could work because you've got a lot of really beautiful, deep, cooler colors here. You have a couple of shimmery shades over here and then this shimmery green as well. So I think that this would work nicely. But then also it kind of is the darker companion to some of the shades that are in here. So I do think, let me open the other one back up again. I do think that these could, work okay together. I mean, we'll see because we're gonna try. But yeah, so that should be pretty interesting. So I am looking forward to utilizing these two palettes in the month of February. I think you can still get a lot of really whimsical and romantic looks, as well as, you know, kind of darkening it up and smoking it out and making it very sultry as well. So I think they'll pair nicely together. I will definitely do a get ready with me with using at least one of those palettes, maybe trying to blend the two, and maybe a couple of other things, maybe a palette bingo or something like that also. So that's what we're working with this upcoming month of February. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. I'm curious to know what you might be focusing on for the month. If you're doing an A to Z challenge along with me, I'd love to know what you're picking out for the month for your C and your D. I hope that you will subscribe before you leave and click that like button if you enjoyed this. Have a really wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye.